Hey, what's up you guys? Yes, today we're going to be talking about more conspiracy theories. Now, our first conspiracy theory is about a game that all of you guys have been playing. I haven't because it involves leaving the couch, and I don't do that. And that is the game Pokemon Go. So Pokemon Go has taken over the world. Everybody's playing it on their phones. They're running around town trying to search for different Pokemons, and it all seems harmless and fun. But is it? There have been a few conspiracy theories that have come out about the game, and I'm going to break them down for you. And the first one involves the CIA. So the theory goes that the game was actually created to help the CIA learn where everybody is at all times. And because the person playing the game is walking around their house or their place of work, it's also collecting all of that information and creating pretty much a map of every part of your life. So basically you play the game and Pokemon Go can know exactly where you are at all times. I mean, think about it. Google Maps can only show you so much. It shows you the outside of buildings, it shows you streets. Pokemon Go can show you the inside of your own bedroom. And that's pretty scary. The next theory is that Pokemon Go was created so that phone companies could get all of your money. So not only does Pokemon Go completely kill your battery, but it takes up pretty much all of your data. So some theorists think that maybe AT&T or Sprint or Verizon all got together and said, hey, if we help fund this game, it'll force all of our users to have to pay for extra data. And then we'll all make money. But that's not the only theory that involves taking all of your money. This next one actually makes a lot of sense. So the company that built Pokemon Go built another game before this. The game was called Ingress, and back in 2014, the company said that basically the whole point of the game was to get the users to go to different retailers and buy stuff. It was a game basically to get people to spend money. Well, that game didn't work out, but Pokemon Go came along 2 years later, and now everybody's going everywhere, going into Starbucks, going into the mall, going into all the different retailers, playing Pokemon Go, and also spending money. I mean, it's pretty smart though. I bet Starbucks could probably pay millions of dollars to get Pokemon Go to force all of their game players to go to Starbucks and find a Pokemon, but they have to buy the Frappuccino. It's really fucking genius and also kind of scary. Now the next theory freaked so many people out that it actually is forcing the game to possibly be banned in China. And that's the theory that Japan and the US have been secretly working together on this game, and the point was so that the game would be played in China and they could find where secret military bases were hidden. And how they would do that is if somebody's playing in China, it'll tell them where they can't go. It'll say, oh, there's a Pokestop here and here and here, but you can't go here and you can't go here. Well, that would let the US and Japan know, oh, why can't you go there? There must be something secret. That must be where their weapons are or their secret military base. Very scary. And this theory made so much sense that it actually freaked out the people of China, and this game is still not being played there yet. I don't know. Seems believable to me. There's also a theory that the game was created to help people lose weight. I don't think that's a theory. I think that's very real. I mean, it's literally forcing people to leave the couch, and usually nothing can do that for people. I mean, it didn't work for me. Now moving on to a different app that everybody uses, Snapchat. Now this theory actually makes a lot of sense, and I thought about it back when they first started doing all those like face filters. And that is a theory that every time you get your face scanned by Snapchat, it's actually going to the FBI. Now as you know, the FBI has facial recognition, and basically anybody that's ever committed a crime or been to prison, their face is scanned, and the FBI can basically like find them anywhere in the world. Through security cameras, through Google Maps, all of that. But the FBI hadn't been able to figure out how to get the faces of everybody, not just criminals. And that's when they went to Snapchat and said, hey, what if you did a filter that scanned the person's face and put some stupid dog ears on it? Your audience could have the stupid dog ear photo, and we could have their face. The rapper B.O.B., who we've talked about before because he loves conspiracy theories, actually tweeted about this. And he said, when you realize all the Snapchat filters are really building a facial recognition database. I don't know, it makes sense to me. I mean, the way it scans your face completely literally looks like something out of a spy movie. And to get even crazier, think about it this way. You know those filters that make you look like an old person? What if that's the FBI's way of seeing what you're gonna look like in 30 years? So our next conspiracy theory is something that we've talked about before, and that was that Donald Trump actually was running for president because he wanted Hillary to win. Now we talked about this months ago, so let me kind of refresh your memory. Theory goes that Donald Trump is friends with Hillary Clinton, which is true. He's known her forever, he used to put money into her campaigns, he's not even Republican, he's always been a Democrat. So supposedly him and Hillary got together a while ago and said, okay, here's the plan. I'll run against you, I'll do the worst campaign ever, I'll be crazy and racist and this and that. Nobody will vote for me. They'll all vote for you, and then you'll win. And then I'll get more famous. It's a win-win. Now that was just a theory, until recently. A former member of Donald Trump's presidential campaign came out with an open letter talking about what she saw. Her name is Stephanie Koglaski, and she wrote this letter about working with Trump. Almost a year ago, I was recruited for my public relations and public policy expertise. I sat in Trump Tower being told that the goal was to get the Donald to poll in double digits and come in second in delegate count. That was it. The Trump camp would have been satisfied to see him polling at 12% and taking second place to a candidate who might hold 50%. His candidacy was a protest candidacy. Now, a protest candidacy basically means the person running for president doesn't actually care about winning. They don't really want to. They're running for an ulterior motive. So she pretty much just admitted the theory that he was running not to win. But in the letter, she also explained that she thinks that that's how it started, but then Donald realized he could actually win, and he was like, well, fuck the plan. I'm gonna try to win this shit. And not because he actually wants to be the president, because he just wants to be the most famous person in the world. I don't even know if that's a conspiracy theory. That just kind of sounds like the truth. But once again, I'm not into politics. I don't fucking know. I don't care. So don't come at me if you're Republican or Democrat. I don't even know what I am. All I know is all this shit seems pretty fucking creepy. Now our next theory involves cloning, which we've talked about before, and this is about a rapper named Gucci Mane. On May 13th of 2014, Gucci was put in prison for possession of a weapon by a criminal. He was released a couple years later, and when he came out of jail, everybody started wondering if that was really him. So here's what people were pointing out. Before he went to jail, he had a huge ice cream cone tattooed on the side of his face. After jail, it was gone. He also physically looked completely different. He supposedly lost like 50 pounds. This is him before, and this is him after. I mean, who is that? You know what I mean? Like, that's a completely different person. Then people started noticing the way he was speaking and that his voice was kind of different than it was before jail. Check out this clip of him before he was in prison.
Gucci Mane LaFleur, you know what I'm saying? LaFleur, to me, is the name I made up, that means junior.
Okay, now watch this clip after he was released from jail. Check it out.
So that was like really the turning point. You know what I'm saying? The day I went to jail, like I said, okay, listen, I'm gonna make this make me better.
See? I mean, that's very different. Those are two completely different sounding people. Well, this whole thing started to go viral. The rapper B.O.B. once again was tweeting about it. A lot of people in the news started talking about it. Everybody was wondering, is he a clone? And supposedly when he was in jail, he was stabbed by another inmate and he survived. But some people are saying from inside the jail that he didn't survive and they saw him die. And that's when people started saying, wait a minute, if he died, what if this is a clone? And what if the government or the Illuminati wanted him to come back as a different person? Once this all started going viral, Gucci decided to go to a Snapchat and address it. And he said this.
Hearing that Gucci is a clone, I wouldn't even support or deny those accusations.
Listen, I know it sounds like he's joking. He's like, I can't confirm it, I can't deny it, ha ha ha. But part of me is like, if it's not true, just say it's not true. Like if somebody said I was a clone, I'd be like, no, that's not fucking true. Maybe if you are a clone, you're not allowed to admit it. Or maybe you're not even allowed to deny it. So maybe he was making it look like a joke, but in reality, he's like, fuck, I can't really say. I don't know, it's definitely probably not real and definitely a stupid conspiracy theory, but I don't know, there's something very off about it. Now next we're gonna be doing an update. In my last conspiracy theory video, we talked about the YouTube channel, The Wonderful World of Zoe. Now if you don't remember, basically The Wonderful World of Zoe was a YouTube channel starring a girl, Zoe. She would talk about her life and she was a vlogger and she was a teenager. Well then we found out that she actually wasn't. She was an actress and the channel was created by a company that wanted to sell stuff to kids. Well then the girl that played Zoe left and they hired another actress. Her name supposedly was Olivia, but we really didn't know that. We didn't even know if she was a real teenager or if she was an actress, and the story got really insane. Please check out the link down there to my last video because it's too much to recap. Basically there was a YouTube channel where the star of it was fake. So after I put up the video, I found Olivia Marie on Twitter and she was tweeting about it. She was tweeting things about wanting to tell her side of the story and that there's a lot of stuff that we really don't know. So I decided we should do a Skype interview. So here it is, my interview with Olivia Marie. Check it out. Okay, so Olivia, you saw my video and now we are going to finally get the truth from you. What the fuck is going on with The Wonderful World of Zoe?
Okay, so I was 17 at the time and this network contacted me because I wasn't signed to any networks at the time, and it was thoughtful. I'd never heard of them before. So they explained the situation to me, and basically what happened was she was a paid actress. They gave her scripts. They had the studio there. They said, here you go, be this person. And she said, great, awesome. She quit when her contract came up. She didn't renew her contract. And they had a contest to find the new Zoe, which was rigged as heck because they just contacted me and I had never heard of this channel, I had never heard of this network, but I was a brunette girl who kind of sort of could match that style and the actual appearance of her in thumbnails, which is why they came to me. I strongly believe that the views were bought because the second that I took over, like, they plummeted in a way that, like, even like the Daily Grace channel that has been switched over to whoever's running it now hasn't seen. Like, it was like instantaneous. That can only be if it was like something was off there.
So then what happened now? Did you quit?
I signed a 2-year contract like a dummy. Don't do that, kids. And I basically had a breakdown of like different personal reasons, and I explained it to them. I was like the views are down anyway, like subscriber to watch ratio is so poor, like I'm getting better views on my channel with like 1,000 subscribers, like that's not okay. So can I leave because I don't feel fit enough to be on this channel anymore? They said, yeah, sure.
Wow. And did you ever talk to the actress, Mem Kennedy?
No, I wish I had, but I never did. I found out that she had done like other videos with people I knew in the YouTube community though, and now she has just kind of like disappeared into the great beyond of nowhere.
Wow, it's very interesting, and now it's your turn and your time to spin it and promote your new channel. What's your new channel?
Miss Olivia Marie, just MS Olivia with an A, Marie. Or youtube.com/Olivia Marie. Get that redirect. Yay.
Well, everybody should go follow her there and watch her videos, and she's not a fake person, she's a real person.
I am not an actress. I just go to school and I have a dog, and this is not a studio.
Or is it? No, it's not.
Or is it?
So there you go, we were right. The Wonderful World of Zoe was fake. It was an actress. Olivia was just a girl that got sucked up into it, and now we can't find Mem, but we'll keep looking. Alright, you guys, those are all the conspiracy theories for today. Hopefully you enjoyed them. If you want me to do more of these conspiracies, please leave me a thumbs up so I know. And also subscribe right down below to my channel because I make new videos every day. And if you want to see more of my conspiracy theory videos, I will put a link to a playlist right in the description below. Alright, you little conspiracy theorists, I will see you tomorrow. Don't believe everything you see.
Dancing like you fucking got a reason. Dancing like it's.
Oh! The only reason he has to dance is that Chuck E. Cheese is having a half-off sale on pizza on Friday night.